Alright guys, it is your boy, Bad News Bears. Patch update version 0.17.3, balance patch. This goes live tomorrow, so we're back on Tuesday patches. It's lit. Greetings, champions. As we forge our path further into our open beta, we're excited to share that version 0.8 is shaping up to perhaps be our biggest patch of all time. You have to wait a little longer to learn more about that behemoth of an update, however, as today is all about patch of version 0.17.3. With such a big patch on the horizon, this update is admittedly a smidge smaller than we would have liked. Still, we're pleased to be sharing a number of highly anticipated skins, including an all-new original Shimby skin. Oh, this is an original skin. Ooh. As well as a collection of balance changes. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So we do see the skin right here. I didn't know this was an original. It's kind of neat. Not gonna lie. I would like to see it in game, because like part of me like thinks like this looks a little bulky or pants, but I'll be getting it. So we got skin variants, which cool. I didn't think we'd already be getting that, but we have a recolor of the Shogun Wraith, so Cobalt Shogun Wraith variant. Skin variants are exactly what they sound like, alternate versions of a skin with some subtle changes such as color tweaks or lighting texture changes. Not all skins will be getting variants, and to start with, we're only releasing them in this update's bundles, just while we get things set up and rolling. Be rest assured we're excited to expand on this concept as time goes on. Cool. So how do you know if a bundle contains a fancy new variant? Simple, look for the rainbow circle in the top right corner of the bundle image. Ah, the icon represents that the bundle contains a variant skin. If you see a number inside the circle, that means this bundle contains multiple variant skins. Interesting. For the time being, any skin variant sold in a bundle is timed exclusive, meaning it won't be available separately until a later date, so make sure you grab them while you can. Already owned items contained in the new bundle. Our bundles are priced dynamically, meaning you'll get a discount based on the content you own. Interesting. Kind of unfortunate that they're limited, though it does say they are coming back later, so interesting to see. I'm cool with it, you know, a redo of your favorite skin, perhaps. I do like the Shogun Wraith skin a lot. I actually think I prefer the recolor. New skins! On the topic of skins, ignoring the two we've already seen, I guess. Rogue Kallari. So this was the, if you played Overprime, this was actually Overprime's default Kallari skin. This thing looks rad. This is such a cool skin. I love the red effects they did as well. And Sparrow as well. So Kallari's is an epic, and Sparrow, or sorry, they're both epic. They're both epic. And then here's Sparrow's. I actually kind of prefer Sparrow's. I think like the hood's kind of cool. But the effects on her autos, like the red effect looks super cool on her ult and her arrow rain. Very cool. Rare Shimby skin. Not crazy, but cool. And then we got bundles for the Kallari skin. So you get Kallari, the Rogue Kallari skin. The... Oh, there's a variant. What does the variant look like? And then the Kallari spray. Maybe I'll have to pick up this bundle. Shit. And then Rogue Sparrow. Again, same thing. Oh, I didn't know there was variants for these skins. Interesting. And then there's a mega bundle for both. Very cool. And then here's the Shogun Wraith bundle. Oh, we didn't get a redo of the spray. Kind of lame-o, but whatever. And then we have a new feature tab. So there'll be, I guess, like anything they're showing, they want to highlight. So I guess new stuff and like discounts will probably be there. Cool. Good way to show off some stuff that might be worth buying. This new tab is the best place to grab a bargain. We'll be using it to showcase bundles and items up for grabs that we think you'll really enjoy, as well as some of the latest and greatest offers we've got running in the store. Head to the store to check it out. And with that done, hero balance changes. Argus getting another nerf. Disintegrate, his passive, going down 5% from 40% to 35%. Gideon losing some scaling on his ult, going from 315 down to 288. Further deterring true silver builds. Grim needs some help. Alright. General stuff. Movement speed increase from 645 to 655. Health increased from 610 to 625. Health growth increased from 98 to 100. Physical armor increased from 24 to 26. I believe he is no longer the most frail character in the game, like he is currently on live. Displacement Blast, his primary damage increased from 90 going up to 250 at max level to now 95 going up to 275 at max level. Bonus physical power scaling increased from 70% to 80%. Normal mode projectile speed decreased by 5%. Pretty significant buff, actually. Interesting. Displacement Blast doesn't do a ton of damage, at least not until like later on. Pretty good. Flat increase and the 10%. Be seeing some damage out of Grimathy. Deflector Shield, his alternate, the bubble. Cooldown decreased, from 26 going down to 14 at max level to now 24 going down to 12 at max level, so that is minus 2 seconds at all ranks. And the duration increased from 1 to 1.5 seconds. Actually kind of huge for him. And my favorite change, GTFO, his ultimate, can now be cast while in the air. So before you couldn't jump and use it. So, like, that would be problematic because you couldn't jump, look in Fang Pit, and use your ult. Now you could do that. There's actually been quite a few moments where I wish you could actually jump and cast. So, very cool. Also, off of flowers now. Interesting. Grux, Double Pain. Damage decreased from 20. Oh, my God. Going up to 100 max level to now 10, going up to only 90 at max level. So, a 10 decrease at all ranks. 50% decrease at level 1. Damn. Alright, Iggy and Scourge. Another buff. Maybe Iggy on the rise. Flame Turret is primary. Damage increased from 12 going up to 40 at max level to now 12 going up to 44 at max level. Magical power scaling increased from 18% to 20%, and mana cost decreased from 50 to 40. That's actually kind of significant. I like the mana cost decreased as well. Oh, shoot. My bad. My bad. Chimera. Also, I didn't know the site did that. That's cool. Alright. Anyway. Chimera! They're nerfing my boy further. Unleash is primary. Total physical power scaling decreased from 45 to 40%. And Cull, his ultimate cooldown, increased from 110 going down to 60 at max level to now 112 going down to 60 at max level. So at level 1 it's a 10% or a 10-second CDR increase, and at level 2 it's 5-second, and then level 3 it's the same. Not a massive nerf, but this does hurt a bit. Morgesh, getting a buff. Alright. Hi, for primary, magical power scaling increased from 65% to 70%. Cooldown decreased from 13 going down to 9 to now 12 going down to 8. I don't think I really love this change. Morgesh does a metric ass ton of damage. I think maybe we could have buffed her HP growth or buffed her base armor. I don't know that I would have done this, but we'll see. Maybe Morgesh, you know, Morgesh and Iggy on the rise. Stonks are rising. Narbash, the best support in the game. Mana growth decreased from 60 down to 50. Song of My People, his secondary magical power scaling decreased from 9 to 8%. Not massive nerfs, but definitely notable. The mana growth is unfortunate. The magical power scaling I'm not too concerned about. I mean, I guess it is somewhat significant. It's an over 10% decrease. We'll see. Revenant. Further buffs to Rev. Rev stonks rising. Holy. Obliterate, his primary. Cooldown decreased from 14 going down to 10 at max level to now 14 going down to only 8 at max level. Scar is secondary. Damage amplification on hit increased from 10% to 12%. So we're shortening his downtime between trade windows, which is interesting. We're buffing Scar. I am concerned about the buffs we keep doing to Rev, because while I think he needs them, and I still think he's currently not great, it is a slippery slope that leads to Revenant being way too oppressive. We'll see how this turns out. Currently, I don't know how I feel about it. Shinbi, my queen. I love this art, by the way. This is so nice. I actually kind of want to use this for something, maybe. I don't know where, but... Anyway. General, mana decreased from 390 to 370, but mana growth increased from 30 to 36. So in the jungle, this is actually really good. This is kind of annoying early game for solo lane, but it changes very quickly, right? So, all in all, in total, I think it ends up being a buff. Like I said, it's minorly annoying for offlane. Great for jungle. That's huge. Circle Rhythm, damage, magical power scaling increased. Ooh, from 22% to 25%. So we're giving Circle Rhythm a bit more damage. All right, a little buffs to Shinbi, a little bit of love. She needs it. She needs it, so we approve. The Fae. We're buffing Fae again. Okay. It's Fae Stonks rising. We're trying to shake up the mid lane meta is what we're trying to do with these patches. Damage increased from 90 going up to 230 at max level to now 90 going up to 250 at max level. Cooldown decreased from 12 seconds going down to 10 to now 12 going down to only 8. Not a massive buff, but still notable. This will, like, she hits really hard late game. We're just adding 20 damage, and it's on a 2-second shorter cooldown. Alright. Xeris, okay. Alright, we're buffing his physical power. Okay. So, physical power increased from 54 to 56. Not massive, but it is something worth noting. Coliseum, his ultimate cooldown changed from 130 going down to 210 to now 145 going down to 105. I'm almost wanting to say I want to consider this a buff. I mean, 15 seconds is unfortunate on his Coliseum, but by the time you hit level 11, it's only a 5-second change, and late game you're actually gaining 5 seconds back. Like it's on a shorter cooldown late game, so it should in theory be up like every fight. What is happening? Someone hosted into. I apologize. Oh, F Dot's playing Pred? Huh? The boy F Dot? Yo, F Dot's sick. I hope F Dot enjoys Pred. Back to the patch notes. Yeah, I don't know that I really like the Zars changes. Alright, item balance changes. Omen. Torment cooldown refund decrease from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Oh, okay, so we're shorting how much the cooldown gets refunded. Sure, it's not super massive, but it does help bring... Omen's really, really good on Fang Mao. So I guess it helps a bit, but I'm not, like, you know, freaking out over this change. Crystal Tier finally getting nerfed to base amount of regen decreased. Oh, from 225% to 175%. I know some people like Crystal Tier Narbash, some people are like, you don't need it. That, with Narbash losing mana growth, and then also Crystal Tier losing mana regen, that's concerning, no? And, wow, that's all. There's 2 item changes. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. 6 items is coming up in 3 weeks. Jungle balance change. Mini Prime got a bug fix. Health increased from 4,800 plus 400 per level to now 5,200 plus 500 per level. I'm trying to add a bit of boss back into jungle boss. I approve. Bug fixes. There are some that I would like to address here. So I'm going to scroll through, give you guys a moment to read everything. If you're the kind of people who want to read everything, go ahead. Here's your chance to pause. Awesome. So, there's some stuff that I did want to address. Let me just find it real quick. First off, replay mode fix. Awesome. Some console changes. Awesome. Steel Wall now blocking Iggy's flame turret. This was actually a really notable problem before, so now Steel is actually a bit better against Iggy now because you can actually wall off turrets. Outside of that, it's just, where is it? Oh, this. I love this. Fix an issue where tier 1 and tier 2 components will not automatically show when called from the in-game shop search bar. So right now, if you search in the search bar, tier 1 and tier 2 items are hidden. So if you search Brimstone, you actually have to click the drop-down bar. That you aren't going to have to do anymore. That's rad. And then this. Fix an issue with projectiles would play the correct VFX SFX, but the ability effect would not always apply as expected. So I had this issue a lot where Kalari Knife would hit, make the sound it hit, not deal damage, not apply mark. Rampage Rock this happens a lot with. Narbash Thunk, it's a massive issue. So those should all be addressed and fixed now. Unfortunately, no reg melees are still going to be a thing. Like, I know I had the issue with Kalari, the issue with Xerath Shield. Those should all still be in the game, unfortunately. But addressing some of those is a massive step in the right direction. Will alleviate a lot of frustrations with a lot of characters. Alright, well, that was patch version 0.17.3. There should be 2 videos on screen now. Go ahead and give those a watch. And while you're at it, go down, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Go follow me on Twitch. And that's all for me. Bears out. Peace.